I know my brother's best friend is in Iraq right now, and he's 25. And then one of my friends from home, her husband is in the Iraq war right now.
I know people that are serving in Afghanistan, but not Iraq exactly.
You know, I still have buddies that are over there serving. I have 2 cousins in Afghanistan, and I have a buddy over in Iraq.
My best friend's husband, who's 21 years old, and my boyfriend's brother.
It wasn't just my dad, but we had pretty much everyone we knew, family and friends-wise, had one member of their families deployed as well. So it was kind of a tough time, to say the least, for us.
I guess friends of friends. I don't have anybody in my immediate family, but some of my friends will have like a cousin or a friend of theirs.
I also work with the Department of Public Safety on campus, and one of our troopers actually just came back from Iraq, and another one came back from Afghanistan.
Do you know anyone that is involved in the Iraq war?
Not personally.
I know people who've gone over, but I haven't kept in touch with them.
My name is Staff Sergeant Zevik with the Oregon Army National Guard. I am 27 years old and I attend Oregon State University, and I'm studying business administration with a focus in finance. My job in the Army National Guard right now, I'm an infantryman, and I am also part of the ROTC program at Oregon State University. And I'm not sure exactly what field I'll be going into, but probably logistics or military intelligence, public affairs, be getting out of combat arms. I've been in the military for 10 years now, since 1998, and kind of a late start on school, but I'm there getting my education done.
So my name is Megan Josh, and I am 21 years old.
I'm Derek Reed, and I'm also 21 years old.
And this July, we will have been together for 5 years.
I'll get my gold bars as a second lieutenant, and I'll get commissioned in the Army. Right now, my status is just a cadet. Okay. Until I graduate, then I don't get to move up at all.
My name is Michael Lee, and I am actually the president of the Oregon State University College Democrats. I am a senior. I am going to be graduating on June 15th in about 3.5 weeks with a major in Human Development and Family Sciences. I'm 22 years old, turning 23 soon. I had to think about it for a second. So I think right now the war is playing a huge and vital part of the way that everyone thinks about the Americans. And it's no longer us against the rest of the world, it's the rest of the world against us.
I'm not sure how it's going to be in 2 years or what's going to happen. I do have a feeling that the war is going to be prolonged a little bit. I would like to see us get out of there if we could, but I understand, you know, there's an understanding of the ties that we have there and the promises that we've given. However, I would not like to see us go down with the ship. I don't want this to be something that's going to drag on too long and drag America down with it. My deployment in the Oregon Army National Guard started in 2003, and I was in Iraq for 1 year. However, with the National Guard or reserve component, you do 6 months training stateside, so it's a total of 18 months. It was a very long year. You know, a year doesn't go by very quickly. And I was 11 Bravo, which is infantry. It's my job in the military, and I was a fire team leader. So I was in charge of 4 guys. We were the frontline guys, we're ground troops, and we were working with the 1st Cavalry Division, 27 Cav. My job as a fire team leader was to contact those 4 guys. Our missions were to patrol the streets, the main highways, and also patrol in the neighborhoods in our sector, is what we call it, looking for insurgent teams, mortar teams, and guys placing IEDs. I was awarded several medals in Iraq, and the 2 that I've most notorious for is the Silver Star and the Purple Heart. I'm the first Silver Star recipient since World War II from the Oregon Army National Guard. The action happened June 13th, 2004, when we came under fire in an ambush. There was mortar rounds, small arms fire, and an IED, a car bomb that had hit my vehicle. I was driving the vehicle at the time, and I got out and saved a couple buddies' lives that day while being injured myself and getting them out of what we call the kill zone, the ambush site. So due to those and being injured, I received the Silver Star and the Purple Heart. I was in the Battle of Najaf in August of 2004, and also later that year in November, I was in Fallujah, the Battle of Fallujah. You know, I can't say it was all good. It's more of like a lot of mixed feelings there, more of a love-hate relationship. But the guys that you work with is the most important thing. Because, you know, that's the best relationship you have, is a guy to the left and your right. Well, our primary goal there is just to get home, complete the mission, the least amount of casualties as possible, and come home. So that's my history. Is that good enough? That's good.
In this presidential campaign, I certainly will be affected by a candidate's stance on the Iraq War. I support Barack because of his stance on the war.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm voting for Obama. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because he's the only candidate out there that's definitely, well, at least thinks he'll be able to pull the troops out.
Getting our troops home, I think, is a great priority. But I think even a greater priority is what are we going to do after we get our troops home? How are we going to take care of them then? Because I think that's an unanswered question.
I think not even me. I think most of America right now, the main concern is the Iraq War and the economy.
Democrats have been saying to get out of Iraq, so that's basically how I feel regarding my voting situation.
McCain wants our troops to stay, and both Clinton and Obama think that we should pull out. I agree with them.
The way I look at it, I think it's going to end up turning into one of, you know, like Korea, like a duty station. So I think we're going to actually have a foothold over there for quite a while. I don't think the military's ever going to be fully pulled out of there. And like I said, now we're too far, we're too deep. We do have a responsibility to Iraq and to help them out. And to just fully pull out is not going to help them at all, especially where they're at and where we're at right now. I think that would make us look worse than anything. Yes, getting our troops home is important, but fully pulling out, not helping them build their economy and not doing the right thing, you know, that's what America is about. We're supposed to be like the bigger person, the bigger people. And so yes, I do believe we're going to be over there for quite a bit longer.
Is it just by having Iran squished between Afghanistan and Iraq that is another player, power play, to get Iran to drop their nuclear program?